You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So here's what's been happening in Alberta. Over the past several weeks, there has been a lot of tension building between the Alberta Teachers Association and the provincial government. Teachers had been preparing to walk off the job in October, and that strike was going to have a major impact on classrooms across the province. Parents were worried, students were left uncertain, and communities were bracing themselves for what could have been a huge disruption to the school year. But just recently, a tentative agreement was reached between the teachers, union, and the government. This agreement was hammered out before that looming strike date, and it has shifted the conversation from confrontation to cautious optimism. Now, instead of walking the picket lines, teachers will be reviewing this deal and casting their votes on whether or not to accept it. The details of the agreement haven't all been made public yet, but what's clear is that both sides felt the pressure. For the government, a strike would have put immense strain on families and the broader economy, while teachers were determined to push for improvements to their working conditions, class sizes, and pay. Negotiations had been tense, but the fact that a deal was put on the table shows that compromise was possible. What comes next is really in the hands of Alberta's educators. Every teacher who is part of the union will have a say, and their collective decision will determine if this agreement holds or if the strike threat comes back into play. That vote is going to be closely watched, not just by teachers and government officials, but by parents and students who are eager for some certainty after weeks of uncertainty. It's worth pointing out that even though this is only a tentative agreement, the move to step back from a strike deadline is significant. Strikes in education can ripple far beyond the classroom. They affect parents, work schedules, childcare arrangements, and the overall flow of community life. By reaching this point, some of that tension has been eased, at least for now. So while the strike hasn't been officially called off, Alberta is in a bit of a holding pattern. Teachers will be weighing whether this deal addresses their main concerns, and the outcome of that vote will really decide if the province moves forward with stability or faces another round of disruption. One thing is certain. This story isn't over yet, but for the moment, there's a sense of relief that progress has been made. Stay subscribed for more videos.